All right, I promised you a series on waking up in the morning and creating a kind of a perfect morning for yourself. Now, what I'm focused on here is not making sure you all wake up at the same time I wake up. I wake up really early. I wake up about 4:45, 5 o'clock every morning. I'm not attempting to get you to do that. For some of you, 3:30 is a better time. For some of you, 7 o'clock is a better time. So I'm not going to stress that. What I'm stressing is how to get up at the right time in the right way. Okay, right frame of mind, creating the perfect day for you. Okay, that's what it's all about. Is getting your mind right so you can do what you need to in the way that you want to do it. That's what it's all about. So, how do you start off to create the perfect morning? This is going to be counterintuitive, but you actually need to start the night before. So this video is simply on the night before. What do you need to do in the evenings to make sure that your mornings are fantastic? Really important. Why? Because the last thing that goes on in your head in the evening is usually the first thing you think about in the morning. And if your evening is off, if you've just had a fight with somebody, if you're in a rotten state, if you're feeling terrible about yourself, then guess what's going to happen in the morning? You're going to feel terrible about yourself. You're not going to be motivated to get up. You're not going to be motivated to take care of yourself, to do the things that you need to do. That's generally how it works with over almost all the clients that I've had. So you need to take care of the evening. If it's true that the thing you think about last thing is also the thing you think about in the first thing in the morning, then you need to work on your mind in the evening. Make sure that you're thinking about the right things. Here are a couple of ideas on what you can focus on in the evenings to make sure the mornings are good. Number one, be grateful. Practice gratitude. Get your mindset, your mind in a place where you think about the things you delight in, the things that you're grateful for. When you do that, it's always going to make a big difference. I'm going to talk about gratitude a little bit deeper later on, and you can get some more tips on how to be grateful and how to really practice gratitude in a unique way that will get you the biggest bang for your buck, okay? But today, all I'm going to say is practice gratitude in the evenings. You can start off tonight with whatever's working for you right now, okay? And it builds it into your routine. Secondly, make sure that you're feeling okay about yourself. Now, this doesn't apply to everyone. It applies to most people, though. Most people, when we've been trained from teachers, from parents, from our system to think about all the things we're doing wrong, right? No one notices when you drive perfectly. They notice when you speed and you get a ticket for it. Nobody notices when you do the dishes every day, or when you do the laundry all the time, or when you're doing everything else for other people. They notice when you don't do it. So typically, we are consistently reminded, you're not doing this, you're not doing this, you're not doing this. And we start to think that way as well. So often people at the end of the day, if I ask them, hey, how was your day? People think, well, I didn't do this, and I didn't do this, and I didn't do this. Because that's how we're trained to think. So you need to break that pattern of thought. And I can give you lots of ways to break that pattern of thought. But for the evening specifically, what I want you to do is start off by simply keeping a journal by your bedside table. And before you go to bed, the last thing before you go to bed is write down 3 things you did. I call them wins of the day. 3 actions that you took that are working towards your goals. Now, whether your goals are family, relationship-oriented, business-oriented, money-oriented, it doesn't matter what your goals are. What matters is that you take 3 action steps that are according to your goals. Here are some ground rules with this. What I don't want you to do is write down the result of things. My meeting went well. That's not a win. I survived. That's not a win. It was going to go well anyway, and we were going to survive anyway. Okay, so that's not an action that you took. An action you took was, I asked a question in the meeting that helped it go well. I asked the right question. I practiced what I was trying to do. Or I'm writing in this. There have been days in the past where I was working on this exercise and I had such a bad day that the only action that I put in, the win, was I'm writing in this right now. I'm creating this habit. I'm doing the thing that I need to do that I committed to, okay? That's an action. It doesn't have to be big or small. Just simply put 3 things. Get into the habit of putting 3 things. It might be difficult at first. When you get the hang of it, it'll get far easier, okay? Lastly, set your intention for the morning. If you want to wake up at 4:45 or 5 o'clock, or if you want to wake up at 6 or 7 or 3:30 or whatever it is, what I want you to do is set that intention. Make sure that you, in your mind, go, I am going to wake up. And I'm going to wake up awake. I'm going to feel rested. I'm going to sleep well and feel rested when I wake up. And I'm going to jump out of bed. And I'm going to go and brush my teeth. Or I'm going to go do whatever I need to do to start off my day. Drink a glass of water or drink a cup of tea, whatever it is. Okay? When you do that, when you set your intention in the evening, you are more likely to do it in the morning. Not only that, you can also set your intention for the next day. it would be great to list 1 or 2 things that you want to accomplish tomorrow. And that waking up earlier than you're used to, or earlier at a time that works for you, you'll be able to accomplish better because of that, okay? So, make sure that you're in a good place. You think about things in the morning that you think about things at night. Practice gratitude, practice your wins of the day, then also set your intention for the next day. I'm waking up at this time. Honestly, just saying that to yourself makes a commitment in your mind. And simply doing that will help you. If you need a little bit more help with this, I'm going to give you 1 extra tip. The last tip is, if you want to get better at waking up in the morning, if you want to get better at setting your intention and thinking about it so you're more likely to get up, actually write it down. I will get up at X a.m. Usually a.m., I'm guessing. Okay, I will get up at X a.m. feeling rested and excited about the day. That's it. And when you write it down, your mind engages with what you've written down on a completely different level. So it'll be an affirmation that actually has a significant impact on you, okay? Tomorrow I will start in on the actual routines in the morning that you can take. The first thing that will help you get up when your alarm goes off, rather than hitting the snooze a bunch of times. Enjoy the process.